Mr.A for RRT Boxing. Ready to talk that boxing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. This is my first breakdown and prediction for the semifinals of the World Boxing Super Series. 168 pounders, super middleweights. This is going between Jeurgen Braehmer and Callum Smith. Fresh off of Braehmer's victory over Robert Brandt yesterday, figure why not? Let's jump right into it. I want to see it. You want to see it? This is the breakdown. Now, to get here, Callum Smith beat Eric Shogeld. I always mess that name up. Eric Shogeld, and Robert beat Brandt. Jeurgen beat Robert Brandt. Now going into this fight, Callum Smith was a favorite, and a favorite to win the tournament, one of the favorites to win the tournament. And Jeurgen was just looked at as the old veteran to fill in a spot, basically. Now going into this breakdown, we got champion versus a former champion. Now, the legs and feet of these guys. Jeurgen showed me yesterday that he has some juice in his feet and legs left. The movement he was able to provide with his feet on the balls of his toes, balls of his feet on his toes, in and out steps allowed him to control distance. He has enough legs to allow him to step into power, move around the ring just enough to avoid damage and give him countering space. So with the proper steps and the good enough, his legs are not heavy enough where it sinks him to the mat. Pretty good. Now for Callum, his feet are always a little wide so he could get that leverage in his punches. He does kind of a walk you down style, so he's always taking the proper steps. The legs wise, I don't see him using, even against Eric, I didn't see him use too much legs as in avoiding trouble. He backed away with steps, but I didn't see him use legs to do it. So I'm going to say these guys are very equal in their foot positioning, steps, legs. But just from what I've seen recently, Eric was able to avoid Smith at points, and I believe Jeurgen has basically the same amount of legs, feet and leg skill. Maybe not as much as leg energy as Shogun, but I'm gonna give the feet to Jeurgen on this one. I'm gonna give it to the old man, and maybe legs I would give to Callum. But I'm gonna say they're equal on the feet and legs. I give it a draw. As far as defense, Brandt was able to get at. He was able to 1-2 and get in there and punch Jeurgen. Jeurgen showed he was hittable yesterday. And as the same thing, Eric was able to land a lot to on Callum Smith. Callum Smith lacks head movement. So this is breaking down to a better fight than what I think people are going to think it is. With the defense, see, Smith kind of mainly relies on, both these fighters rely on controlling the gap. They're high guard blockers, and I'll say Jeurgen defense relies on gap control, more of a counter puncher, punch with you. As far as Callum, he's more of they're high guard gap controllers. But I still think Callum's best defense is his offensive pressure. But going with what I seen Robert Brandt was able to do with Jeurgen, I'm going to give the defense a small lean towards Callum Smith. But Robert Brandt looked real. Jeurgen looked real good in the waist, able to move down, duck him low, and all that. But I just think Callum Smith has more of a variation than Brandt, so I'm going to lean slightly towards the elusiveness of Callum Smith. Even though he's a taller fighter with more target to hit, I think he's a little more elusive in rolling and slipping punches than Jeurgen is. And as far as hand speed, the whole arm package, Jeurgen showed he has a great 1-2 yesterday. Some kids out in my playground, some kids out there. Jeurgen showed he has a great 1-2, a great 1, and a great 2 if he wants to separate it. And he showed in some of those rounds a beautiful left hook to the body. Had some pop on him. He has a nice uppercut. As far as Callum Smith, I believe, has the faster hands. Because all the punches that Jeurgen has, I think he could just deliver them faster and more combinations. I think jab for jab, I'm going to say with the leverage and the wide stance of Callum Smith, I think he has the best jab for jab. Even though Jeurgen is coming down with that strength, I'm going to remember that now. That strength might play a factor into this fight. Coming down from the light heavyweight, that jab might be a little more something than Callum's ever faced before. Not that it's a highly technique of it, which is pretty good technique in the jab itself. It's just the power behind that jab. But who could throw better combinations at different speeds and setups? I think Callum Smith gets the edge in that one. I think he throw a 3-piece more fluent, even a 4-piece more fluent, but also with more setup trap punches within it. I don't think Jeurgen has, at this point in his career, the speed and he just in his zone. He's used to what he does. I don't think he does setup punches anymore. He throws what he's going to hit you with. So for the punch, jab, and the strength, I'm going to give all that to Callum, but not by much. Now in this fight, I would think for some keys to victory, for Jeurgen to win this fight, I believe he's going to have to use some type of ring movement left to right and be first with that jab. Be first with the jab and throw some tricky body shots in there, but go crazy with the left hand. Now as far as Callum Smith, I think he's going to have to keep the outside foot and just make it a jab fest. Do not let Jeurgen get on the front foot. Keep Jeurgen on the back foot and just keep jabbing him. Make it a distance fight. Don't allow Jeurgen to get in. Now, I believe the house bet is probably going to be on Callum Smith. I know he was a huge, heavy favorite to win this tournament. Now, for Mr. A's prediction here, right here on RRT Boxing, ready, talk boxing, where you stay ready and you're always ready talking boxing. Thank you for your support. Thumbs up, leave your comments down below, share the videos. Now, if you watch my breakdown and prediction for Eric versus, see, I'm not gonna say that last name because I don't want to offend my Sweden subscribers, but I would try it just for the respect. Eric Shogun. If you watch my breakdown for that fight, I wanted so bad to pick. There's a fly over here. I wanted so bad to pick that upset because I thought, you see that fly, man? I thought Eric Shogun had the perfect style. He just didn't have the power to upset Callum Smith, and he was hitting Callum Smith all night. all night. Had Callum Smith backing up, bloody nose. He had him hurt. He just didn't have the power. Left hands were connected on Callum Smith all day. And that is why, right here on WRT Boxing, Upset City, I am gone with Jeurgen Breehmer to defeat Callum Smith via left hands. Those same left hands he was destroying and timing Robert Brandt with. It shows Callum Smith can be timed and hit with left hands. Eric showed it very well. And I think Jeurgen Breehmer has enough in the tank to do the same type of movement, has enough strength and more power than Eric, and I think his left hands are going to have a different outcome on Callum Smith. It's going to be a very close fight, but somewhere in the 9th round, we're going to see a tide turn. We're going to see Callum Smith rocked and props, and I'm going to say he's going to stop Eric. Jeurgen Breehmer is going to stop Callum Smith in the 11th round. This is Mr. A saying thank you for your support. Please subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of the upset pick? Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. To the next video. Mr. A is out.